Guys, so in this video I am starting the part 2 of labor. In part 1 I have done the lie and the presentation. Now about the presenting part. So what is a presenting part? Part that is felt on the PV examination. So you can say that presentation is the part of the fetus that is occupying the lower pole, while the lowermost part that is felt on the PV examination is a presenting part. And we have discussed that in the longitudinal lie there is two type of presentation, either head will be there or buttocks will be there. But in presenting part, the cephalic presentation has different presenting part. So, and that depends upon the attitude of the baby. So we are going to make this table. So first the attitude, then we have to see the presenting part and the diameter that is engaging. So if the baby is well flexed, meaning complete flexion, then the presenting part will be vertex and the diameter will be suboccipito-brachmatic, that is 9.5 centimeter. Now to understand this terminology we have to do a diagram and understand that. So let's see. My drawing here won't be that much good, so just you have to understand it. So if this is a baby, you can imagine this is the skull. So you can divide it in this way. This is occipital bone here. Here will be parietal bone. Here will be temporal, frontal, and in face the important one here is mandible. Other bones are not important here. Now the frontanel, this is the anterior frontanel and this is the posterior. It is a diamond shape, it is a triangular shape. Now it is also known as bregma and this also known as lambda. Now the suture, this is coronal suture, this is sagittal suture, this is lambdoid suture. They are not important here, but I am just telling. Now, so the important thing here is I am highlighting them. So let's see the bregma part, the lambda part, this is the vertex, this is bro, this is vertex, and this is face. I think it is occipital area only. I don't know what they are calling this, but I am going with that. Now I have to change the color, otherwise it won't be clear. So this is vertex, this is, I don't know what they are calling it, this is bro, and this is face. Now there are some diameters. If the baby is well flexed, this much posterior part is gonna present. So you have to see from occiput to, so you can remember in that way. I have remembered like that only. If the baby is flexed, the posterior part will be visible, and the baby is extended, the anterior means face wala part will be visible. And how you can remember the diameter? So if there is flexion, there will be starting from the occipital bone, and if there is extension, there is starting from the mandible means mentum. So this two area, this one and this one will come, and this area will be on another diameter, means parietal bone and frontal bone and bregma. This area will be for the other end of diameter. So got it? So for flexion, you can remember that suboccipitobregmatic, suboccipitofrontal and occipitofrontal. Now for mentum, it is submentobregmatic, submentovertex and mentovertex. So it is easy, no? You can remember it like that. Now this one is the longest one. You can remember that 9.5, 10 and 11.5. I think this is 9.5, this is 11 and this is the 14. This is the longest one here. So flexion and extension. So by the attitude of the baby, we can see what will be the engaging diameter, and according to that, what will be presenting part. So now let's fill up the table here. So complete flexion we have learned. Now partial flexion. Some people also call this partial deflection. Here it will be also vertex, but the diameter will be suboccipitofrontal, that is 10 centimeter. Now there is complete deflection. Here also it will be vertex only, but occipitofrontal, and the diameter will be 11.5 centimeter. Now we are going into the extension. So first, complete extension. So the diameter will be, the presenting part will be face, and the diameter is submentobregmatic, that is 9.5 centimeter. Partial extension, that is face only, I think I have to see this part.